Nein. Okay, jetzt ist hier. Da. Hi. Oh, we have visitors. I remember you. Hello, with the Crossbow Police Special Support Section. You're Bond, correct? You met during the cold incident. Yes, of course. I'm in your debt for rescuing me from the terrible fortress. I've been wanting to express my gratitude to you all this time. You have my deepest thanks. And mine as well. Our family owes you a great deal for all you've done for us. Not at all. We were only doing our duty. I'm glad to see you all in good health. If only because of you and your team. But I digress. Was there a particular reason you came to visit today? There is, actually. The SSX explained the investigation to Bond and asked for the details of the relocation. I see, so you're investigating dubious change of residence forms. I take it you'd like to hear the details of how I sold our old home then? Yeah, sorry to pry, but we need to confirm that it was all above board. It's fine, I understand where you're coming from. The sad truth of the matter is that we had to sell off the house to help repay our debt. The buyer turned out to be the same real estate agents you originally purchased from. Everything about the transaction was legitimate. So as far as I know, nothing remotely illegal occurred at all. That's a relief to hear. I do have a question, however. You have no obligation to answer, and I understand if you'd rather not. But would you mind divulging how it is your family fell into debt? Well, as you may already suspect, it was the consequence of my actions this past spring. My memories from then are still a blur. I made some ill-advised investments while under the influence of those horrible blue pills. After the incident, our lives came crashing down and we fell into serious debt. I'm so sorry. It's alright. Believe it or not, I feel blessed after everything that happened. Thankfully, I was able to cover most of the debt by selling all of our assets. Since I personally took on the losses, I was fortunate enough to keep my job. Most importantly, my wife and her daughter stayed with me through it all. They still love their fool of husband and father. Dear, you promise to not say things like that again. We are family, nothing will change that. We made a vow, remember, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer. Oh, Grail, you truly are the love of my life. I'm so grateful to have you and Sunita. Dear, please, not while we have company. Wow, you two really have something special together. They say home is where the heart is. As long as you're together, where you live doesn't really matter, does it? A bit of a grandiose way to point it, but yes, I suppose you're right. In any case, I've been working hard at making a fresh start and keeping my nose clean. And I'll be sure to pay off the rest of our debt, too, for my wife and daughter's sake. Oh, darling. You're a good man, Bond. Please let us know if you ever require our assistance again. That's right, we'll be there for you. I'm grateful that you would even go to such length for me. We'll be sure to call the SSF if we really happen to need your help. So, was that all you needed? I'd be happy to answer any other questions you might have. Nah, it's okay, we got what we came here for. Thank you for your cooperation. Shall we get going then? That would be for the best. We'll show ourselves out. It was nice seeing you, Bond. We were rooting for you and your lovely family. Much appreciated. I'll do what I can. As will we. Oh, hello. Are you speaking with Mother and Father? That's right, the six of us were having a nice chat together. You have wonderful parents, Sunita. You think so too? You've been closer than ever now, especially after we moved. Yeah, I couldn't ask for better parents. Is that right, Marie? Yeah. Sounds like Maria agrees. Yeah, I'm happy for them. Anyway, that confirms the whereabouts of Bond and his family. Let's get back to investigating the rest of the addresses on our list. So, als nächstes geht's zum Pier Fishing Club. Currently under renovation. It's the same as the last time we came. Are you sure you don't know what happened here, Lloyd? Not a clue. Honestly, I haven't been keeping up with the Fisherman's Guild at all recently. Oh, hold on, it looks like the door's unlocked. Smarmy little. And you call yourself a fisherman? What he said? We're not going to stand for you strong-arming us out like this. Did you hear that, Lloyd? I recognize the voices. Let's check them out. Excuse us? Oh, and who might you be? Wait. It's Lloyd! You came at just the right time. Go ahead and tell them, Lloyd. The Crossbow branch of the Fisherman's Guild is a place where all anglers are supposed to spend together as comrades, rod to rod. Back up. What's going on here? So you belong to the Fisherman's Guild, or do you? Have you come to voice your pretty grievances as well? Well, it's true that I'm a member, but... Lloyd flashed the detective notebook to the man and explained that they were in the middle of an official investigation. Investigating suspicious addresses. I suppose it's true that we submitted a residency form before registering as a business. Allow me to introduce myself then. My name is Lord Leglot III. Otherwise known as the heir of Erebonia's Lake Lord Company, the leading fishing equipment manufacturer in all of Temuria. As for the Imperial Fishing Club, it is none other than the professional angling association that I represent. The Lake Lord Company. Have you heard of it, Lloyd? Yeah, any fisherman worth his spade would be familiar with the Lake Lord name. Like he said, it's the number one fishing gear brand on the continent. You can't cast it out anywhere without seeing their stuff. Wow, they're that prolific. But the business would an heir to an Imperial Company have it? A crossbow. The business, of course, is to further expand the reach of my glorious Imperial Fishing Club. You're standing on your newest foothold. Here, it's on the fine print, officers. Let me take a look at that. It's the rental agreement for the building. Everything here checks out. The current tenant is the Imperial Fishing Club. Huh. Now do you understand? You can't let him get away with this, Lloyd. He's trying to usurp the Fisherman's Guild. Usurp? That's right. He snatched the lease away from branch manager Sarah without even discussing it with him. The cockabully spurred no mere convincing the real estate company to transfer it over. We might have been a tad forceful, but I assure you that we followed all legal processes. Furthermore, this establishment was being wasted on commoners such as yourself. The Fisherman's Guild views angling as no more than a hobby or a pastime. That's to say nothing of your shoddy equipment. Hey, don't forget I'm a member too. The discussion is over. We've made our case perfectly clear. Now kindly leave so you can report back to this sergeant of yours. Leave the rest to you, Salem. Yes, sir. Don't run away, you coward! That's right, this isn't over. Something tells me he's not coming back. How does this even happen? We can't just let them get away with it. Right, stealing our branch out from under across every fishing line at once. Branch manager Stern is going to want to hear about this too. He'll know what to do. Hey Peter, what's going on? I'm still a little confused. Oh, that's right. You've been absent for a while, Lloyd. First things first, let's get out of the rent tax somewhere else. I'll call a branch manager and have him meet us at Garanta Chessbar in the back alley. We'll be sure to wait up for you, Lloyd. The two of us are gonna go ahead now. See you there. I wonder what causes all this. I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to have to follow up if we want an answer. Let's head up to the chess bar. Yes. Awesome. Hey Lloyd, glad to see you made it. Sorry to drag you out all this way. Now that we're all here though, it's time to begin the meeting. First we have to fill you in on the details, Lloyd. Truth is, our guild branch has been on hiatus these last few months. You can think of a self-imposed suspension. Suspension? Yes, it's because the man behind the horrible incident, Joachim, was one of our members. Once the dust settled, we all decided to take some time off to re-examine ourselves. But his actions were his own. You shouldn't feel responsible for them. Sure, we weren't directly involved in the incident and certainly didn't do anything criminal. But Joachim was still one of our own, a guild brother. And yet not once did we see any signs of the sinister man plotting beneath the surface. In all honesty, we owe a heavy debt to society for failing to notice. Certain. Well, let's set that aside for now. About a week ago, I received a notice from the real estate agency that manages our building. Perhaps it was because of our hiatus, but they claimed the property was abandoned and declared our contract null and void. They then informed us that they'd signed up a new contract with the Imperial Fishing Club. We tried getting in contact with the Imperial Fishing Club ourselves, but it didn't go well. And when we dropped by the branch today, the representative wasn't there acting like he owned the place. I mean, sure, that's what the contract says, but we didn't learn the truth about it until today. The rest you already knew, Lloyd. It's a little more complicated than I was expecting. But I think I understand the situation. Yes, our building has been usurped by the Imperial Fishing Club, headed by the heir of the Lake Lord Company himself. As a fellow angler, I take no issue with them wanting to expand their horizons. But not at our expense, and especially not through the use of coercion. I don't even understand why they hate us so much in the first place. It's harassment, plain and simple. Still, what can we do about it? Other than bide our time, nothing for now. Still, we can't just sit back and let spell the end of the Fisherman's Guild crossbow branch. So while it was shorter than I would have liked, we have no other choice but to end our hiatus. Then in that case, the crossbow branch of the Fisherman's Guild is officially back in business. I've been waiting for this. However, all members will be starting over at the amateur fish rank. It's also going to have to suspend the rank certification exam too. Ah! Wait, hold on a second. You can't be serious, can you? I mean, I'm a master fisher. Not anymore, you aren't. We're kicking things off with a clean slate, no exceptions. All that hard work. Oh no, it's not so bad, Copon. You'll move up the ranks in no time once the exam returns. Easy for you to say. You stalled out at the hobbyist fisher rank. Okay, let's settle down, Copan. We're still at the amateur fisher rank anyway, so it's not like I have much at stake. Yeah, because I never fished. Then I played the Switch version. My sister bought. I nailed it. Na, ich habe dann die Switch-Version nach einem Fall Guide gespielt. Für Verpassbares und sowas, weil ich eben da dann alles holen wollte. To make up for it, I supply you with all some new fishing gear. Here, boys, take these. Alright, I'll just leave you guys to it. As for me, I'm gonna get to work on finding us a new office. Let's meet up again soon. We can share any updates we have then, especially if they're about what the Imperial Fishing Club's up to. Yeah, you got it. Well, it took a while, but we finally got to the bottom of what's happening at the Old Fisherman's Guild bowling. Yeah, we've done all we can do at this end. Let's get back to investigating the rest of the address on the list. Ja, now we will erstmal fischen, weil wir müssen Koppel was geben. Ja.
Koko nara tsuresou da na. Sore! Sore!
Ja.
Sore!
Vielleicht Earthworms. Ansonsten muss ich mal aus der Stadt rausgehen.
Yoshi! Get da!
Oh, die geben U-Material. Nice.
Ma, こんなもんかな。
Nochmal Dumpling.
それ!
Okay, ja, ich habe auch eine Fishing-Liste offen, so ist nicht. Halbzeit. Wo ist Koppe? The observation has here and vulnerable of the research. Satellite revisions have made it easier to expand the orbital network, so that's what they've been assisting with. Can't understand all the details, but it sounds like they're keeping busy. I just hope she can come back soon. Wo ist Koppe? Warum hat das jetzt gerade so lange gedauert, bis ich rein konnte? Ah, da bist du. Hi. Kann ich Koppe keinen Fisch geben? Hä? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, beginning Chapter 2 kann ich Koppe Fisch, Dingensbumsen. Fisch geben. Aber, each playthrough has one legendary fish that can be caught in its corresponding only has one. Heißt das dann, ich habe nur einen pro Playthrough, muss dann 7 Playthroughs machen, oder meint er das, dass du nur einen davon fangen kannst und danach keinen mehr? Ja, muss ich aber auch die Leute... Okay. Fishing tool. Okay. Wir machen die Quest noch fertig, so ist nicht. Dann machen wir die Hidden Quest. Und dann gehen wir erstmal auf Angel. Ne? Was war das jetzt noch? War es Lotus Heights? Wo war der? Ja, Lotus Heights. Lotus Heights in the Downtown District. Should be the place. Excuse me, is anyone home? No answer. Is it locked? Yeah, it's bolted tight. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but it feels like I can sense someone inside. Really? And you'll pretend you're not home and maybe they'll go away trick. So what now? Is this the part where we get barging without a warrant? As much as I hate indulging you, we have to consider if there's no other options. What was that? It sounds like someone tipping their hand. Which means the intuition was spot on. Let's give them one more chance. Excuse me, we know you're in there. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Someone's stubborn. You don't suppose they bailed out the window? It'll be a real problem if they did. Are the ones making all the racket? What's going on here? Oh, sorry about that. We're with the Crossbow Police Special Support Section. We had to speak with the tenant of this apartment. Do either know who lives here? Well, of course I do, but before that... How about you stop by telling us what's going on? Sure thing. I'll explain that the SS was investigating suspicious changes of residence. So that's the way of it. You need to ID the resident in this unit here? I think I may owe you all an apology in that case. Why? Well, to tell you the truth, it used to be my apartment not too long ago. So you're Geithner then? Yep, I'm the dummy who forgot to submit his change of residence notice. There should still be enough time to get one in though. So consider the message received. I'll have it done by the end of the day. Thank you, that would be a great help. Now, would you mind sharing with us why you choose to move? Of course, it was a bit of a twist of fate actually. I was working as a trader before I screwed up and lost everything a year ago. That's how I wound up here. Recently, an old business associate of mine decided to lend me a hand after hearing about what happened. They offered me a job in Colbert a couple of weeks ago and accepted on the spot. If that's the case, what are you still doing here? Just dropping by. I figured I should thank everyone in the building who supported me when I needed it most. I don't know where I'd be if it not for them. There's nothing special, my friend. Alright, thanks for being honest with us, Geithner. Now we just need to know more about the new resident. Alright. Is there something specific we should know about them? Well, the thing is, this particular tenant situation is a bit unusual. Let me have a try. Hello, this is Tom. Anybody in there? If you are, mind opening up? These folks here are with the police. They're not here to hurt anybody. They just need to identify you. Open sesame. Do what you have to. Just try not to cause too much of a commotion. Of course. Thank you for your cooperation. Pardon us, sir. Are you here to mock me? Huh? Ask you if you came to mock me. I'm sure you'd love nothing more than to stick it to the illustrious diet member who fell off his perch into the gutters. Wait, I know you. This was the representative Gable of the Imperial faction. Well, former representative anyway. You were laying low at St. Ursula after your corruption was exposed, as I recall. So you guys know my story. Well, you found your man. What are you going to do with me now? I have you now completely broken, mirrorless. I wouldn't even be able to afford to support him if not for the mercy of an old acquaintance of mine. I said, were you here to use me for what few connections I have left? No, of course not. We're only here to verify who the current occupant of this room is. So just to confirm, Mr. Gable, the current occupant would be you, correct? Yes, I've got the right of it. That's all we need to know. As long as there isn't anything illicit going on there, you're fine. I do have one question, though. Why use such a ridiculous name of your change of residence form? Don't tell me you actually expected to fool anyone with a name like that. It was an instant red flag. That it was. Unless we're dealing with the rise of a literal ghostwriter here. Right. The truth is, I've always been a big fan of Sean Arnham's. It was the only name I could come up with when I was staying at the farm. Oh, so that's why. It's true that Sean Arnham's work is appropriate for ages, I suppose. No shame being young at heart. That's one way to spend it. Shut up, just leave me be already. You got what you came for, now get out of my house. Yes, please excuse us. I think it's time, Lloyd. Right, we'll be going now.